Yellowstone season 5 episode 11. Another shock, another twist. How'd you feel about this one?
Good episode. A lot of things happen in this. Very first scene, we have Beth and Rip down in Texas in a hotel room. She leaves, heads back to Montana, and all of a sudden, she has a premonition that something's wrong. Casey is laying in bed, exact same time, has a feeling something's wrong, and it was at the exact moment that John Dutton was murdered by the assassin group, right? So very interesting that they have these premonitions of this. But we do have the flashback. We actually get to see how John Dutton's killed by a former military assassin team that comes in, sets it up to make it look like a suicide. Show progresses, and you have Casey, who does not believe that his dad committed suicide. Neither does Beth. So he goes right to the coroner, demands that she take a look at the body right there with him, and wants to see the report. Well, whenever they do this, they find that there was signs of a struggle. There's bruises on his body in certain parts that would indicate somebody was holding him down at some point. So now this changes the investigation from a suicide to a homicide. Once that's stated, the group that committed this heinous act, they're a clandestine operation that does wet work inside the U.S. So you hire them to do assassinations. These guys go dark, and then they send a team after Sarah, which is Jamie's girlfriend, the lawyer of the capital investment group that's trying to build the airport on Dutton's ranch and trying to steal their land. Assassins kill her. Jamie knows he's a marked man at this point. There's a lot of stuff going on. Beth and Casey are all over him. So I don't know what's going to happen there. I'm very curious to see how Casey handles this.
So, with the John Dutton now gone, who do you feel like the show is now focusing on, and have you liked the new director?
Show's kind of focusing on the three kids at this point, Beth, Casey, and Jamie, and how the storyline involves those three. The one that really stands out to me right now, Casey's always been kind of a wild card. Obviously, Beth is definitely a wild card. She's just a sociopath. But Casey is really kind of coming out of a mold here, taking charge and trying to get some things done to get to the bottom of what happened to his father. And he can be a cold-hearted son of a bitch when he wants to be. So I kind of like the role that he's playing right now. What was the second part of it? Do I like the direction it's going? I would say the direction it's going, obviously, I don't like that Dutton was killed off, but I think we all kind of knew whenever Kevin Costner was leaving the show that something had to happen to remove him from the script. I didn't like that, but this thing's starting to blossom a little bit. You have so many different characters and so many different storylines that's kind of fallen away now. The crew is down in Texas maintaining the cattle. You had Jimmy that left Yellowstone to go to the 4-6s in order to learn to be a real cowboy. So the show doesn't really focus on those groups that much right now. Now it's just Beth, Jamie, and Casey.